In this video, we're going to learn how we can create this animation inside of Touch. Designer. As you can see, the network is very simple. I've just converted jobs into tops, then build a simple render network and some simple post processing work. So let's delete this and get started. Once first import our audio file in Shop, you can select your desired audio file. Then after that, we will add our math job. In the math job, let's decrease its speed 2.5 and multiply both of its channels. Then, multiply it by 2 to double the values of the channels. After that, add an audio file in Audio Spectrum Chop. After that, a resample chop. Audio Spectrum just normalizes your values from 0 to 1. And in the resample chop, selecting your rate, new interval, and unit values to absolute. Then start to 0 and end to set the end value to 999 samples that we get exactly 1,000 samples. After that, add a trail chop. After the trail chop, add a filter chop, and in the filter toggle off the time slice button. Set its filter width to 6. Sorry, we need to change the value to something more. We set its samples, set its unit to samples, and make the filter width to maybe 0.6. Yeah. It looks good. After the filter chop finishes this chop network by a null, then convert this to pops. Select the attributes, scope to P1. We are selecting the Y channel only. Okay, let's now add a copy chop to duplicate this channel visualization, then set the number. Of copies to 2, and we need to rotate the second channel to by 180 degrees in the Y-axis and 180 degrees in the Z-axis. That way, you get a mirror image of this web. Okay, now add a transform pop. The transform, rotate the Z-axis by 90 degrees. Let's now add a proximity pop. Set the max line per 0.25. Okay, let's finish this by adding a null. At the end, now let's move on to building our render network. Put a geometry comp following it with a camera, a render top, and for the material, we will be using line material. Okay, so far, so good. Now let's adjust our camera. Let's bring this object more closer to the camera and maybe rotate it completely, 180 degrees in the line material. You can adjust it as you like. I'm going to set it width near to 1.8 and draw vector points. So these vectors are going to be the main thing in this visual and will help us achieve the final look. Select the vector, taper strength to 0, and it's colored to black. Okay, let's see, the visual looks nice, so we're going to do some post-processing work in this. Now let's bring in a transform for the background. Toggle on a comparable background and set your desired background color. Make sure to set the alpha value to 1. I'm going to choose this gray background, then use a composite, set the composite operation to Z film. Now at a level. In the level, set its inward value to 1, and after the level, we'll be using a bloom top. Set the bloom intensity to 0.3 or adjust to your liking. Now from the palette, we're going to drag in the sharpen comp, connect it to the sharpen. Let's finish this work by adding a null. Now this is our final look. Let's display this. To our network. Okay, this is the final visual.